I am about to disclose some of the psychological strategies guys use to get a woman's attention and why it works. Many of the things men do, from giving you a lot of compliments to suddenly acting distant, are not just random, they are calculated moves. These strategies are rooted in how the male mind works, and understanding them can help you see through the games and make smarter choices in your dating life. So let's break down these tactics, why they are so effective, and how you can spot them before they even start. These psychological tricks start by figuring out what the other sex really wants. In this case, because we are talking about men, the opposite sex would be women, and over time women have consistently valued traits like status, resources, commitment, and kindness, and men have been taking note and figuring out how to highlight these traits to grab a woman's attention. So the first strategy men use in order to attract a woman is the common displays in the resources, like showing a high earning potential, flashing a lot of money, driving an expensive car, telling women how important they are at work, and subtly revealing their accomplishments. In this situation, women need to be very smart, because this can be true or it can be not, because it's also a very typical behavior for a man to exaggerate their accomplishments in order to grab their attention. Another strategy guys use related to this topic is by lowering their competition's status. A typical behavior looks like spreading rumors, mocking their looks, downplaying their achievements, making the rival seem dumb, telling others that the rival is stupid, that they are poor, have no money, lack of ambition, or that they drive cheap cars, all just to make themselves look better. Now that we are talking about rivals, there was a study about male poaching. This means like strategies that a guys will use in order to attract a woman that is already in a committed relationship, and they found out that the most frequently used tactic is by pretending to be friends with the couple and switching when the opportunity arises. Once the male poacher is close to the couple, he will try to create issues within the relationship by saying things to the woman like, "I don't think your partner appreciates you, you are too good for him, I think you deserve better, and maybe that better could be me." Another less common tactic that is also used by the male poacher is by pretending being homosexual, so the masculine partner doesn't feel threatened or awkward in any way, or being very feminine, so the women feel more comfortable around them, and then once again when they have the opportunity they will be there. Coming back to the resources topic, generosity is also a big strategy men use in order to attract women. One study found out that men contributed more to charity when they were being observed by women, but not when being observed by men. One example is how much he tips the waitress during a date. If he's leaving a big tip, he's not just showing his money, but he's also trying to show that he is generous and willing to share what he has. And this can be appealing because, let's be honest, stinginess is a turn off for many women, but a guy who is willing to be generous often comes across as more attractive and capable of providing. How resources is not the only trait that women value. Displays of love, commitment, and devotion are also powerful strategies to attract a woman, especially if the guy doesn't have enough resources. Things like conversation about moving together or getting married, offering to convert to a woman's religion, or just showing deep concern for the problems of a woman are signals of commitment, love, and emotional support, and this work perfect to create an emotional connection with her. Another strong signal of commitment is a man's persistence. I'm sure that you probably know someone that get engaged after the man being so persistent in the dating period, calling her frequently, always texting, always being around. Even sometimes the women cannot have like any interest in the man, but over time she might feel a little bit flattered with the attention and eventually developing feelings for the guy. And persistence most of the times also indicates that the guy might be interested in a long-term relationship and not just in a casual relationship, which is very attractive for a lot of women. Before getting into the next one, girls, if you are enjoying this video, remember subscribe. This channel is for all the girls, for all of you. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts about the video. Are these kind of topics something that you are into, or is there something else that you would love me to talk about? You can leave all your suggestions in the comments. That will help a lot the channel, and of course will inspire me to create more content like this for you. Another strategy is showing kindness, which also is a sign of commitment. Men who demonstrate an understanding of a woman's problems, show sensitivity to her needs, acts compassionate toward hers, are very effective because this action suggests that he truly cares about her, and that will be very similar with signs of loyalty and fidelity, and with signs of love like doing special things for her, or just simple like saying I love you. Now that I explained some of the common behaviors that men have with women in order to attract them, I need you to understand that they might use these strategies just to attract you. Some guys can have the end goal of having a long-term relationship, but maybe some of them will just want to sleep with you. This is why it's so important to be wise and not to rush things. It usually takes around 6 months to truly get to know someone. In the early stage, everyone shows their best side, but as time passes, the true personality begins to show. It's only then that you will get a genuine sense of who they really are. Usually, men that are looking for short-term relationships tend to deceive women by mimicking what a woman wants in a husband, by showing kindness, good manners, offering help, acting like they care when they really do not. And this is very common in dating apps, for example, where they pretend being open to be in a relationship, even though the real desires is just to sleep with many women as they can. In this situation, it's usually a red flag. If a man has been single for a long time, like a year or more, you can ask this type of questions in order to reveal the real intentions, because as I mentioned earlier, some men will say exactly what they think you want to hear. But once you understand how the game is played, you can navigate it wisely and with the right mindset. So coming back to the previous example, if the man says to you that he's ready to settle down and marry you, and he has been active on the app for like a couple of years, probably he's just trying to get you. Usually if someone has been single for a long time, it might indicate a lack of commitment or a preference for short-term relationships rather than something serious. And that's why the last strategy, and one of the most effective strategies some men use, especially when they are seeking for a long-term relationship, is to be genuinely honest. Women highly value a man's honesty, openness, and authenticity. In the end, actions speak louder than words. So ladies, don't just pay attention to what a man says, always keep an eye on what he does. And that's all the video for today. That was some of the strategies men implement in order to get a woman. They will try to display all the behaviors, all the traits that they know women are attracted to. They also will try to deceive the rival. They will pretend being feminine to be around waiting for the perfect opportunity, and they will also fake what a woman want in a husband. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember subscribe so we can create a beautiful community on here. And again, this information is just for all of you to have a better understanding of men, to make better decisions. I share this with so much love, so thank you for being here and hope to see you next week.